Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Nils Jensen at Idaho Pulse and Boise Premier Real Estate. We're a real estate company based out of Boise, and this channel is mainly just to kind of help people understand how the market's been trending in the Treasure Valley area. If you want to check and look around the channel, we have tours around the areas, kind of going over what it's like to actually drive in the area. A lot of people have never been here before, but they're thinking about making this place their home, and so that kind of thing helps. So if you check out our channel, we have those, as well as just general insights on buying homes, selling homes, and then of course these market updates that I do periodically. So I haven't done one for a little while, and what I decided to do on this one is a little different and see how you guys like it. If you drop it in the comments, let me know if you guys prefer it this way or if you'd prefer me to go into one video per city. This one's going to be a little bit longer. However, you can just fast forward through if you want to get to certain areas of the video. If you're only interested in one city, we are going to have a section of the video dedicated to that one city. If you're interested in how the whole Treasure Valley is doing, of course you can watch the whole video and kind of get an idea of how the entire valley is trending with real estate. Just my general impression of how the market's doing, if you'd like to know. From all the homes that I've listed and sold in the last 6 months, it's been extremely busy, actually. It's kind of amazing. I think the longest home I've had on the market has been like 14 days. The fastest one was 1 day, and that was last month, actually. That one closed in November. So the market is very good. It just is not a lot of volume, and I think that's where, when you watch the news, you know, they're trying to get clicks and trying to get views, obviously, and so they're going to spin it however they want to spin it. But the reality of it is, you know, if you have a 3 or a 4 or 5% mortgage, unless you have to move your problem, you're not going to sell your home and get another loan in the 7% range. And so as that rate comes down, I think we're going to start seeing a lot of people kind of move into transitioning mode of selling their home and either upgrading, downgrading, moving to a different city, whatever they want to do. And so I think we're going to run into that situation in the near future. I think in the first quarter, we're going to run into that. And I'll get into that during the video as well, kind of some of my predictions based on kind of what the Fed has been saying and what experts have been predicting. So if you want to stick around for that, and then some housekeeping, if you could please like and subscribe to the channel, that really does help us. Just click that button and it lets us know that you like the content, and it also helps the algorithm kind of bump up a little bit and helps us get in front of more people. So if you could do that, that would be great. Otherwise, let's get right into this market update. And if you have any questions for me, go ahead and leave it in the comments. All right, guys, so let's get right into these numbers. I'm going to get into the normal numbers as well as the days on market numbers. We're going to start off with those first. So we're going to start off with Boise, and this is the largest city, so I figured we'll start there first. For July, we had 10 days on market was the median days on market. 11 days on market for August. For September, we had 15. October was 17, and November is 23rd. What you should take from this data as we go through these, the days on market is essentially how long a home sat on the market that sold in that month. So if we have, let's say, just for round numbers sake, 100 homes that sold in the month of July, we take all of those homes, however long those homes took to sell, we take the median amount of those days, and that gives us kind of an idea of how long it took for those homes to sell on a median basis. And that gives us kind of a rough idea. There's no perfect measure for this, but just to give you an idea, 90 days on market or less is considered a seller's market. So we are still firmly below that. I mean, that's 3 months basically. So if your home sells before 3 months on a consistent basis, on a median basis, then it's considered a seller's market. So we're still way below that. Getting to some of the other numbers for Boise, we had 240 homes that sold and closed escrow in the month of November. Median days on market, 23 days. So the median sold price, $474,550. There is 576 homes that were actively listed on the market in the month at the beginning of December, I should say, and 276 homes were pending or contingent at the beginning of the month of December. So that just gives you kind of a roundabout rough idea of how the market's going in Boise and how it's been trending as well, which is something I've kind of added to this video. I don't usually give that information just because I don't usually put it in for time's sake, but I figured it was a good thing since it's the end of the year. We're rounding into the first quarter of next year in a few weeks. So this gives you kind of an idea of how things were trending. Now you can only imagine how things are going to change if rates go up or down. So they're predicted to go down, but who knows what's really going to happen. We'll have to wait and see. Getting into Meridian, so same thing. So we're going to start off with days on market. For July, we had 14 days on market was median days on market. August was 14 days, September 21 days, October is 19 days, and November is 21 days. So again, that gives you kind of an idea. That one was a little bit more flat, so we didn't have a ton of movement. I mean, the biggest swing was 14 days to 21 days. So 5 days on market was the biggest swing. So it's fairly flat. There wasn't a whole lot of activity as far as up and down. It's very, very active market as far as the homes selling. So they weren't sitting on the market for very long on a median time frame. If your house was priced right and it was set up correctly, it was going to sell. All right, so getting into some of the other numbers. So 180 homes sold in the month of November for Meridian. Median days on market is 21 days, like I said. Median price sold is $517,000 for Meridian. 489 homes were actively listed at the beginning of December when this data was pulled, and then 270 homes pending or contingent. So a lot more homes active than are pending in Meridian. It's not uncommon to have that happen, especially since the market's starting to cool down a little bit. So now for Star, Idaho, and this is my personal hometown. I work in Star a lot and do a lot of transactions in Star. So I see Star moving quite a bit. A lot of the homes in my neighborhood have been selling really fast the last month or so. In fact, there's no homes in my entire neighborhood of 300 homes for sale right now. They all sold, all 5 sold within 1 month, one and a half months. So just to get into kind of those numbers for days on market. Now Star, if you'll see the difference between like Meridian and Boise, and then looking at Star, the numbers are all over the place for days on market. I'm not sure why. Maybe it has to do with the amount of new construction we have going on in Star. That might be throwing it off, but it's kind of wonky and it's all over the place. So for July, we had 51 days was the median days on market. August, 33 days. September, 22 days. October, 44 days. And November, 26 days on the market. Again, that's just all over the place, way different than the other ones where it was kind of trending in a somewhat linear fashion to longer days on market. This was just up and down by a lot. Still really good though. I mean, even if you look at the worst one, which is July, 50 days is still almost half of what it would be considered a seller's market still. We're way in a seller's market. So still really, really good. For Star, we had 57 homes that sold during the month of November. The median days on market, 26 days. Median price sold is $540,000. So that's the median price of the home sold in Star in the month of November. 197 active listings were on the market in the beginning of December. The funny thing, looking at how odd the days on market is for Star and how it's all over the place, this is one of the few places that actually has more pending and contingent listings than active listings. So that's pretty crazy. That's really, really good for being November. I mean, that's a lot of homes that sold. If you're going into Middleton, this is another one that has a similar situation. We have July, we had 18 days on market. August was 11 days on market. September, 19 days on market. October, 40. And then November was 5 days on market. Another kind of really weird one. There's a lot of new construction in Middleton as well, similar to Star. And so maybe that has something to do with it. I'm not quite sure, but it's just really all over the place as far as days on market goes. So do what you will with that information. I'm not sure how accurate that information would be to help you as far as knowing how long homes are going to take to sell. So homes sold in November in Middleton. So we had 38 homes sold. Median days on market, 5 days. Of course, we just talked about that. Median price sold is $455,334. We have 97 active listings that were on the market in the beginning of December, and then 104 pending or contingent listings in the beginning of December on the 1st. So this shows you again, there's more homes that are actually spoken for in escrow than are active to buy. So kind of weird. I don't know if that's going to end up flip-flopping by the end of December. We'll have to pay attention to that and see, but it does show that there's quite a bit of action going on there for the amount of homes. There's not a lot of volume of properties. All right, so for Nampa, again, we're doing the days on market. So July, we had 15 days on market, and then it went to 10 days, 15 days on market for July, 10 days on market for August, 14 days on market for September, 14 again for October, and 18 days on market for November. So that shows you again, it's kind of flat until it gets towards the end, and we're kind of getting into holidays and it kind of slows down a little bit. Again, it's just it's kind of a moot point considering the fact that 90 days is a seller's market. Anything below 60, homes are still selling really well. Anything below 20, you're killing it. So I don't think it's that big of a deal. Nampa's been kind of a hot market this whole year. So getting into sold numbers, 154 homes sold in the month of November. Median days on market, again, 18. Median price sold, $398,645. 424 active listings were pulled at the beginning of December. And not quite even, but closer than some of the other places. 375 homes are pending or contingent. So there's a lot of homes that have been put in escrow. So that kind of takes us through Nampa. Nampa is one of those markets that's been really popular because it's just a better price point entry. If you're looking at buying a home with a 7 or 8% interest rate, and you're like, well, I'm going to have to stay around the $400,000 to $450,000 range, that's going to be your ideal place to go. I think that or Caldwell, it's going to just be a better price point of a home to get into. And so I think that's why Nampa is just kind of blown up. We had really low days on market, as you saw there, for a while. Better than we've seen historically. So getting into Eagle, and Eagle is probably one of our more expensive markets in the Treasure Valley. So this is more luxury homes and whatnot. So a little bit higher price point to enter. For the days on market, 27 days for July, 21 days on market for August, 24 days for September, 24 again for October, and 18 for November. So really kind of flat. I mean, it kind of started off at 27 and then dipped down a little bit and went up again. It's pretty flat. I mean, it hasn't really done a whole lot different things as far as days on market. It stayed pretty much consistent. Still really good. And then we have 69 homes that sold in the month of November. Median days on market, again, 18. Median price sold $735,000. As you can see, that's quite a bit higher than some of the other places. 203 active listings on the market at the beginning of December, and then 76 pending or contingent, which is kind of normal. Definitely there's a lot less pending than are active, but it's again, it's one of those luxury markets where people are spending $1 million plus on homes in there pretty often. Now getting into Caldwell. So if we're getting into Caldwell again is kind of like Nampa as far as the price point goes. So it's a really good price point entry. It's a nice place to live. They're building a lot of new construction towards the outside. So if you're looking for something new, they do have that there. If you're looking for something a little bit older, something that's been here for a while, maybe a little bit better price point, something more closer to like a downtown setting, then definitely you can get that in Caldwell as well for a little bit cheaper. So getting into the numbers, so we have 10 days on market is the median days on market for July. August is 12, September 16 days, October 21 days, and November 18. So again, started off strong in July and just kind of like went up and down, still really good. I mean, the highest was 21 days. That's still phenomenal. A lot of places in the country aren't even coming close to 21 on their best month. So I think we're still doing really good here for how fast homes are selling. And then for the month of November, 103 homes sold. We had median days on market 18, median price sold $365,000. 309 active homes at the beginning of December, and 148 homes were pending or contingent. And then, so not to drag this video out too long, let's get into Kuna. So if we're getting into Kuna's a really nice town, kind of a little bit smaller, similar to Star, maybe a little bigger than Star, but it's kind of out there on the southern end. So for July, we have 13 days on market. So really strong. Kuna's really killing it. August, we have 15 days. September, 17 days. October, 19 days. And November is 27 days on market. So again, really flat, but the worst day was 27. The worst month, I should say, was 27 days. Still really fast. So there really isn't a bad area of the Treasure Valley. I guess Star, if you can consider Star the worst one, Star is probably the one that seemed like it had the most trouble, just a lot of ups and downs. And then getting into some of the normal numbers, we have 37 homes that sold and closed escrow in the month of November. So that was on the light side. Median days on market, 26 days. Median price sold, $465,000. 104 homes were active on the market, and 75 were pending at the beginning of December. So that kind of wraps up my market update. As far as how I think the market's going to go, if you're looking to move to the Treasure Valley, or you're in the Treasure Valley, maybe you're watching this video to see whether you should sell your home or what's a good time to sell. Best thing to do, if you're not going to use me as your realtor, get somebody who knows how to do a market analysis. I'm actually fairly good at that. I typically hit the numbers pretty well. If you wanted me to take a look at your specific situation, I could do that for you free of charge, just to kind of see where I think your home would sell, and kind of give you an idea if you're looking at kind of moving out of your home soon, if you think that things are going to turn around like the news is telling everybody. Again, we really don't know for sure, but it does look like it's going in that direction. If I had to make a prediction, I would say it's probably going to get a little bit better. I would be shocked if it made it past below the 6% mark as far as like APR goes. But you never know. I just think it's going to be absolute chaos if it goes below 6%, and it's going to be another feeding frenzy at the housing market kind of thing. So let me know what you guys think. Leave it in the comments. If you have any questions for me, if you want to see an area that I did not talk about, I'm happy to individually look that up for you. If you're thinking about moving to the area and you just want some advice, I have a free buyer's guide as well that I can send you if you'd like. I have a digital one, or I can actually mail you one as well. So let me know how I can help you out. I really appreciate you checking out this channel and checking out the video. And let me know if you guys have any questions. Otherwise, we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for joining me.